गुरुदेव, फोकस के बिना भक्ति का मतलब क्या? अभी कितने सारे प्रॉब्लम चल रहे हैं मेरे लाइफ में, एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व होने दो, दूसरा प्रॉब्लम, सब प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएंगे, फिर मैं देखो ऐसी भक्ति करता हूँ कि आप भी वाह वाह करने लगोगे। तभी गुरु ने सोचा कि इसको क्या करूं मैं, तो गुरु ने उसको थोड़े दिन के बाद बुलाया वापस से, बोले ठीक है मैं समझ सकता हूँ तू अभी भक्ति नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि तेरे लाइफ में बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है ना, तो तू फोकस नहीं कर सकता है, मैं समझ सकता हूँ, पर मेरे को एक जरूरत था कि बाजू में जो कैमल का टेंट लगा हुआ है ना, देयर आर अबाउट 8 to 10 कैमल्स वर देयर, दैट पर्सन हैड 8 to 10 कैमल्स। मेरे को सिर्फ एक ही रात का तेरा जरूरत है, बाद में तू तेरा जो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना है ना कर, एक ही रात का तेरा जरूरत है, मेक श्योर कि जितने भी 8-10 कैमल है ना सब रात को बैठ जाए, क्योंकि नहीं तो ना क्या होता है ना कि वो लोग दिन भर थके रहते हैं क्योंकि पूरा दिन खड़े रहते हैं, तो क्या है अभी तो एक काम करना, उनको सिर्फ पूरी रात तेरे को बिठा के रखना है सब कैमल। गुरुदेव उतना तो मैं कर ही सकता हूँ, उतना कौन सी बड़ी बात है, तो ठीक है हो गया। टेंट में सब कैमल थे, एक कैमल को बिठाया, दूसरे को बिठाया, तीसरे को बिठाया, चौथे को भी बिठा दिया उसने, पांचवें को भी बिठा दिया, छठे को बिठाया, पहले वाला खड़ा हो गया। तो उसको लगा कि अभी तो हो जाएगा, करते जैसे ही वो 7-8 को बिठाता था एक न एक कैमल खड़ा हो जाता था, तो उसको क्या लगे बहुत तो आसान काम है। पूरी रात वो जगा रहा जस्ट टू मेक ऑल द कैमल सिट, सारे कैमल को बिठाने के लिए, पर वो हो नहीं पाया, कोई ना कोई कैमल तो खड़ा हो जाता था। फिर आया गुरुदेव के पास, गुरुदेव आपने, मुझे लगा तो बहुत आसान है पर आपने तो बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट मेरे को जॉब दे दिया। बोलते मैंने कुछ जॉब नहीं दे दिया था, मुझे ये कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है कि तो सारे कैमल को बिठा, मैं तेरे को ये समझाना चाहता था कि तेरे लाइफ में जो प्रॉब्लम्स है ना वो ऐसे ही है बेटा। तेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि अभी इसको सॉल्व कर दूंगा, इसको बिठा दूंगा, इसको बिठा दूंगा, सब बैठ जाएंगे, कभी सब बैठने वाले नहीं है, कोई ना कोई खड़ा हो जाएगा। तो तेरे को भक्ति अभी करनी पड़ेगी, करनी है तो ऐसा कभी जीवन में समय आएगा नहीं कि सारे कैमल बैठ जाएंगे और आराम से सो जाओगे, ऐसा कभी नहीं होने वाला है। और भक्ति मार्ग इतना कठिन भी नहीं, भक्ति मार्ग बड़ा आसान है, सिर्फ भगवान का नाम लेना है, भगवान को भोग धराना है, भक्तों की सेवा करनी है, और क्या करना है, बहुत सिंपल है। पर प्रभुपाद ने कहा है इट्स सिंपल बट इट इज नॉट इजी। एक बार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर के मठ में एक भक्त थे, वो 128 माला जपते थे। हम में से कई लोग 16 माला जपते हैं, जिसका 2 घंटा जाता है दिन में, तो कई लोगों का फ्यूज उड़ जाता है, अरे भाई 2 घंटा तू इसमें दे रहा है, उससे अच्छा तो कुछ कर, तो कितना पैसा कमा सकता है। हाँ 2 घंटा भगवान का नाम ले रहा है, क्या फायदा। मतलब ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, पर ये जो भक्त है वो कितनी माला करता था? 128। कितना टाइम जाएगा? एनीबॉडी कैन कैलकुलेट? 16 आवर्स। वी हैव आवर मैथमेटिशियन यस हियर। 16 आवर्स सो बैठ के जब करता रहता था। तो बाकी के जो भक्त लोग थे उसको कुछ ना कुछ सेवा था, बर्तन साफ करने का, फ्लोर सफाई करने का, खाना बना, प्रसाद बनाने का, कुछ ना कुछ सेवा था। तो उन्होंने जाके भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर जो कि प्रभुपाद के गुरु थे, उनको जाके कंप्लेन कर दी कि भाई ये जो है तो पूरा दिन मंदिर में बैठ के जप करता रहता है, इसको भी तू काम पे लगाओ कुछ। डिवोशनल सर्विस आपने बोला ना, भक्ति मतलब भगवान के लिए भोग लगाना है, तो उसके लिए भोग बनाना भी तो पड़ेगा ना, और भोग लगाने के बाद जो बर्तन बचेंगे उसको भी तो साफ तो करना पड़ेगा ना। हाँ तो उसको भी बोलो थोड़ा डिवोशनल सर्विस करने के लिए। बोलते वो बेचारा क्या जब कर रहे हैं, आपको नहीं करना है, एक काम करो आप भी बैठ जाओ उसके साथ। तो बैठ गया उसके साथ जब करने के लिए। हाँ दूसरे दिन आया, बोलते गुरुदेव आप जो भी बोलोगे मैं करूंगा, पर इतना जब मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ। तो सबको बड़ा आसान लगता है, बोला अरे तुमको क्या ऐसे माला घुमाना है, घुमाते रहो, आप बैठ जाओ आगे बाजू में। इट इज सिंपल, माला घुमाना सिंपल है, भगवान का नाम लेना सिंपल है, बट आसान नहीं है, इजी नहीं। इसके लिए अपने मन को कंट्रोल करना पड़ता है, मन को भगवान के नाम में लगाना पड़ता है, तो ये बहुत जरूरी है। तो दैट इज व्हाट Now Krishna is telling working in devotion. Now we'll take verse number 3. So you can repeat after me. Gneha sa nitya sannyasi yo na dvesti na kankshati निर्द्वंद्वो हि महाबाहो सुखं बंध्यात् प्रमुच्यते. One who neither hates nor desire the fruits of his activities is known to be always renounced. बहुत ही important definition of renunciation. वैराग्य की बहुत ही अच्छी परिभाषा कृष्ण खुद बता रहे हैं. क्या बोल रहे हैं? One who neither hates nor desire the fruits of his activities is known to be always renounced. हम जो भी कार्य करते हैं उसका क्या हम कुछ ना कुछ रिटर्न चाहते हैं. What is there in it for me? Right? अगर मैं यहाँ पे बैठा, ये मैंने कार्य किया, तो इसका फल क्या मिलेगा? हाँ, उसके बारे में हम हमेशा सोचते रहते हैं. कृष्ण क्या कह रहे हैं? जो सोचता नहीं है उसके बारे में, वो सबसे बड़ा वैरागी है, वो सबसे बड़ा सन्यासी है. Such a person free from all dualities easily overcomes material bondage and is completely liberated, O mighty armed Arjuna.
One who is fully in Krishna consciousness is always a renouncer because he feels neither hatred nor desire for the results of his action. Such a renouncer, dedicated to the transcendental loving service of the Lord, is fully qualified in knowledge because he knows his constitutional position in his relationship with Krishna. He knows fully well that Krishna is the whole and that he is part and parcel of Krishna. Such knowledge is perfect because it is qualitatively and quantitatively correct. The concept of oneness with Krishna is incorrect because the part cannot be equal to the whole. Knowledge that one is one in quality yet different in quantity is correct. Transcendental knowledge leading one to become full in himself, having nothing to aspire to or limit over. There is no duality in his mind because whatever he does for Krishna. Being thus freed from the platform of dualities, he is liberated even in this material world.
Wow. So यहाँ पे what is the hatred for the fruits of your activities? इसका मतलब क्या है? Hate. What do you call hate in Hindi? नफरत. हाँ, घृणा या नफरत. आपको आपकी एक्टिविटी का, आपके कर्म का जो फल मिलता है उसके प्रति घृणा का मतलब क्या है? आप उसको नफरत कैसे कर सकते हैं? आपको जो फल मिला उसका,
उसके बारे में नहीं सोचना.
उसके बारे में
नहीं सोचना.
नहीं, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है क्या? हाँ, नहीं, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि when it is said that you hate, यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? दो चीज लिखा है. One who neither hates nor desire. So यहाँ पे प्रभुपाद लिखते हैं one who is fully in Krishna consciousness is always renouncer because he feels neither hatred nor desire for the result of his actions.
So it's like army when if they start analyzing the outcome of their action, which is killing someone, then in a ethical sense they might start hating the outcome. So that is. And if a businessman is desiring a positive outcome, so both are in a way, one is hating the outcome, the fruit of the action, and one is loving the fruit of the action. But both are in a way not renounced as per the definition.
Okay. What is other understanding? What is the statement means? कि मुझे जो फल मिल रहा है, ना ही मैं उसकी नफरत करता हूँ, ना ही मैं उसकी सराहना करता हूँ. उसका मतलब क्या है?
Walking on the mid path, not on the
neither nor other. Okay.
ना ज़्यादा expectation, ना ज़्यादा things don't go as per expectation. सोचा था पर हुआ उल्टा.
हाँ.
तो दुख नहीं होता.
हाँ.
वो की लीला है.
क्या?
वो सोचा था कि वो लीला है.
किसकी लीला है? अपनी कृष्ण की लीला है। नहीं, वो नहीं सोच सकते हम कृष्ण की लीला है करके। ऑफ कोर्स इफ यू कैन थिंक लाइक दैट, दैट इज द हाईएस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इट। बट अभी जो लेवल है उसमें क्या बता रहा है सिर्फ इतना कि जैसे यश ने बताया कि व्हेन यू डू एन एक्टिविटी, उसका फल कुछ भी हो सकता है। जैसे आपने सिंपल सा चीज, आपने एक्टिविटी क्या किया, आम का गुठली डालने का एक्टिविटी किया, तो उससे क्या मिलेगा आपको? आम का फल मिलेगा। अभी वो खट्टा भी हो सकता है, मीठा भी हो सकता है। अभी खट्टा रहा तो क्या होगा? अरे यार क्या इतना मेहनत किया, क्या मिल गए। तो यू स्टार्ट हेटिंग एंड कर्सिंग दैट ट्री। यार तेरे को इतना पानी पिलाया, इतना मेहनत किया, इतना भेड़ बकरियों से बचाया तेरे को, जब भी तू इतना छोटा था तेरे को खा जाते थे। हाँ, मैंने तेरे को बचाया, इतना सब कुछ किया तेरे लिए, और बाद में तूने बदले में क्या दिया? ऐसा खट्टा फल जो इसका मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता। Similarly, any activity that you do, any activity that you do, let's say you work so hard for something, and then बाद में the result comes कड़वा, उल्टा आया result, जैसे उन्होंने बताया। You work hard for somebody and then that person says get lost. So दर्द होता है। इतना कुछ किया मैंने, स्पेसिफिकली इन द रिलेशनशिप दैट इज द हाईएस्ट। रिलेशनशिप्स में क्या होता है कि आई इन्वेस्टेड सो मच इन यू, मैंने आपके लिए इतना कुछ किया और बदले में आप मुझे ये दे रहे हो। व्हाट इज दैट सॉन्ग? क्या सिला दिया तूने मेरे पैर, समथिंग लाइक समथिंग लाइक व्हाटएवर। सो बेसिकली हम लोग हमेशा जो फल आता है उसको मेजर करते कि खट्टा है कि मीठा है। अगर खट्टा रहेगा तो क्या रहेगा? हम लोग बोलेंगे यार बेकार हो गया सब, और अच्छा रहा तो we'll just go on enjoying it। तो यहाँ पे क्या बताया गया है कि ना ही हम उसकी सराहना करेंगे, ना ही हम उससे नफरत करेंगे। तो उससे लिबरेशन के क्या क्या लेने देना है बताइए? यहाँ पे कहा गया है ना कि जो बंदा अपनी एक्टिविटी करने के बाद उसको फल तो मिलता है कुछ ना कुछ। जैसे आपने कुछ बिजनेस किया, जिसने बिल्डिंग खड़ा कर दिया बड़ा, हाँ, somebody is in real estate, किसी ने बिल्डिंग खड़ा कर दिया बड़ा, हाँ, इतना मेहनत करके, उसके बाद वो what will he expect? What will he expect? Profit, right? अगर उसको एक फ्लैट का कीमत कॉस्ट उसको 1 करोड़ पड़ रहा है, अगर if he is able to sell in 2 CR, अगर पर फ्लैट पे उसको 1 करोड़ मिल रहा है तो उसको क्या लगेगा? मजा आ गया भाई। सर अगर समझो उसको 1 करोड़ की जगह पे 0 मिलेगा तो क्या होगा? मिल सकता है 0 इसको? नहीं मिल सकता। इतना बड़ा बिल्डिंग खड़ा कर दिया, उसके बाद हर एक फ्लैट की कॉस्ट थी कितनी? 1 करोड़ रुपया, तो उसको 0 मिल सकता है? कैसे मिल सकता है बताओ? हाँ, भूकंप वगैरह भी आ सकता है। आपने ऐसा कोई बिल्डिंग देखा है किधर तो बिल्डिंग बना दिया? वही मैं जानना चाहता था। वो बिल्डिंग को देखता हूँ ना मैं हर बार, मुझे लगता है कि यार हाउ कैन समबडी, हम लोग ने देखा है, हाँ, तो हॉन्टेड है जो भी है मालूम नहीं, पर हाफ बिल्डिंग बना हुआ देख सकते हो आप, कि चलो भाई हाफ था बेचारे को परमिशन का या कुछ तो लफड़ा हुआ, प्रोजेक्ट बंद हो गया। Somebody can make the entire building, practically it's a complete building, right? I don't know inside क्या है मालूम नहीं। हाँ, कौन सा बिल्डिंग? राहेजा ने बनाया था क्या उसको? मैं भी ही नो।
No, it is so basically there are many such buildings where they don't take permission of anyone.
Oh really?
So recently the one which got collapsed in Virar was like that only.
Oh, they have no permission whatsoever.
And without paper they sell.
Oh.
So when they get attached, then there is no man's land now.
Oh.
Nobody claims.
So these are some of the examples. वो पूरा बना दिया पर whatever reason वो हुआ ही नहीं, तो फिर वो क्या करेगा? रे भाई दुखी हो जाएगा वो, है कि नहीं? तो अभी यहाँ पे जो बताते हैं श्रीला प्रभुपाद एंड कृष्णा also says that the one who neither hates nor desire the fruit of his activities is known to be always renounced. Such a person, free from all dualities, easily overcomes material bondage. Material bondage को easily overcome कर सकता है and is completely liberated. ये वर्ड देख के ना मेरे को चक्कर आ गया, बाप रे। Just if you renounce What do you want to renounce? The fruit of your activities. चाहे खट्टा या मीठा, आपने उसको बोला मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. You become indifferent to those things. Then आपको मरने के बाद मोक्ष की जरूरत है. जैसे हम लोग ने कई बार बात किया ना, लोग काशी मरने को जाते हैं, मोक्ष हो जाता है. आपको इसी शरीर में while living itself you feel like liberated. क्यों ऐसा?
अगर हम ये सोचे कुछ भी चीज में अच्छा या बुरा कि ये कृष्ण भगवान की इच्छा होगी, तो हम हर हमेशा अगर कृष्ण भगवान को बीच में लाएंगे तो फिर मतलब वो माइंड वही सोचेगा कि कृष्ण भगवान का ही इच्छा है, regret feel करेगा.
Then how will you be able to perform your activities in this world? आपको मोटिवेशन क्या रहेगा? अभी जैसे मैंने बोला इतना बड़ा बिल्डिंग खड़ा कर दे तो कुछ तो मोटिवेशन रहेगा ना उसको. बिना मोटिवेशन के तो कुछ बना नहीं पाएगा वो, है कि नहीं? बिना मोटिवेशन के इतना बड़ा 15-20 माले का बिल्डिंग बनाने का तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. तो अगर हम हमारी एक्टिविटीज को ही, चाहे खट्टा है या मीठा है, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, तो आप काम कैसे करोगे बताओ? सी बोलना आसान है कि हाँ जो भी है कृष्ण की मर्जी है, ठीक है चलो.
So to offer that result to Krishna.
एग्जैक्टली. अभी ये जो चीज है ना, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट इज मोक्ष? ये लिबरेशन चीज है क्या? व्हाई सो मेनी पीपल आर आफ्टर इट? कुंभ मेले में गए ना आप सब लोग, कितने सारे लोग हैं मोक्ष की बात करने वाले हैं. वहां लोगों ने डुबकी क्यों लगाया त्रिवेणी संगम में? ताकि वहां मोक्ष मिल जाएगा, वहां पे डुबकी मार दी तो हो गया काम. सो मटेरियल बॉन्डेज, मोक्ष वगैरह क्या है ये? क्यों चाहिए? चाहिए क्या हमको कि नहीं चाहिए? चाहिए. क्यों चाहिए?
जन्म मरण के
क्यों प्रॉब्लम है? वापस जन्म लेने में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? ये देखो, एक मे बी कितना 6 महीना 8 महीना 10 महीना हो गया इसको, एवरीबॉडी इज हैप्पी. जन्म मरण के चक्कर से क्यों छूटना है? जब तक ये सब चीजों का समझेंगे नहीं ना, तब तक मजा नहीं आएगा भगवद गीता में.
फियर रहेगा ना, जो कर्म है फिर कौन सी योनि में जाएंगे,
हाँ.
नेक्स्ट क्या करेंगे. सो यही बार जो मौका मिला है भगवान की सेवा करके मोक्ष लेंगे.
वापस ABCD पढ़ना पड़ेगा.
वापस 10th का बोर्ड है.
वापस ABCD पढ़ने के लिए आपको जन्म लेने की जरूरत नहीं. somebody was telling me actually in the old age home, the people who have gone through the Parkinson's and other disease where you completely lose your memory, where they are being taught again these things from ABCD. Do you know that? उतना क्रेजी चीज हो सकता है लाइफ में. सो अल्टीमेटली हम लोग को मोक्ष की जरूरत क्यों है? हमको नहीं, जो आ नहीं रहे ना ये प्रोग्राम में, उन लोगों को भी मोक्ष की जरूरत है. Just because they are ignorant, that doesn't mean that they do not desire moksha. They do. हर किसी को जरूरत है. अगर कोई मछली ऐसा सोचे कि मैं बिना पानी के जी लूंगी, तो वो गलत फहमी में है. वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. तो हर एक व्यक्ति को मोक्ष की जरूरत है, और वो मोक्ष दूसरा कुछ नहीं है बट दैट इज कृष्ण प्रेम. अगर आप देखोगे, एवरीवन इज लुकिंग फॉर प्रेम. एवरीवन, हर एक किसी को लव चाहिए. आज का ट्रेंड क्या है? आई वॉज गोइंग थ्रू द मेट्रो एंड अ लेडी सिटिंग नेक्स्ट टू मी वॉज टॉकिंग टू हर फ्रेंड who was sitting next to her. सिंगी, कौन है तेरे घर पे? बोलते रोमी है ना. अच्छा. तो then she realized while talking that Romy means उसका pet. तो she said, I don't need anybody. रोमी है ना घर पे. So why do you think such things are happening? she's not the only one, by the way. Our Gen Z generation, what they are thinking, first of all, मुझे शादी करने की जरूरत क्यों है? अगर गलती से शादी हो गया तो बच्चे की जरूरत क्यों है? Why do we need kids? Just enjoy life, na? Why do we need that? Why do I get into all these things? But what do they do ultimately? Can they live alone? Loneliness is the biggest disease. It's the biggest disease. And people try to kill their loneliness with mobile and everything, by which they become more lonely. Because what is being taught or shown in the screen is not reality. I'm sure all of you have seen the Bollywood songs and you're still watching it. Any one of you get depressed watching the Bollywood songs? No, you enjoy it, right? I get depressed. That's why I don't watch any songs, things like that. You know why I get depressed? Because what they are showing is not possible in my life. Whatever they are showing in Bollywood movies, is it possible in your life? And that is why they try to do the false imitation. I was surprised. One of our cousins' marriage, in their whatever they call pre-wed shooting, right? And post-wed, whatever it is. It's not a funny thing. Just try to see. People are doing, I have nothing against them. But see how much we are trying to imitate and how much we are trying to enjoy from that. They exactly, मेरा wife ने मेरे को video दिखाया, I literally felt that it is actually a Bollywood movie. No exaggerations. The way that guy has filmed the entire thing, you feel ke hero heroine, like, you know, they are dancing together and having romance together and all kinds of things. And बाद में पता चला कि it's actually a pre-wed shooting. Now shooting करके हो गया क्या आपका? Will that marriage survive? Can you have the same dance every day? Or the different dance every day? Some other dance is happening, right? In a different tune. Huh? But why we do that? Because everyone wants to see, try to understand. We are being fooled by our own mind that we want to enjoy. Actually, we don't want to enjoy. We actually want love. Believe me, we want love. आप अगर जाके किसी जरूरतमंद को कुछ दे दिया ना और उसकी आंख में आपके प्रति जो वो थैंक यू आंख से भी बोल देगा ना, तो आपको इतना सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलेगा ना, जितना सेटिस्फेक्शन आपको बॉलीवुड की या हीरो या हीरोइन, whoever your gender is, that person will come and say I love you in a fake way, that will not help you. Compared to that person whom you even do not know, who may look so filthy also, वो इतना बेकार दिख रहा है, but just because you have helped that person has genuinely said a thank you to you. That will touch your heart. And that is what everyone is looking for. Everyone is looking for love. And that exchanges you cannot have every day. That is a problem. Because many times you go and help and the people will even do different things as well. I have seen with my own eyes. You give them some food, वो जाके फेंक देगा. So who can give that love who you are longing for? That's why people, as I said, have dog in their home because they need somebody. And why they prefer pet nowadays? Why they prefer pet nowadays? Compared to the human beings in relationship? Any ideas?
Listen to whatever is.
Trust. Okay. Listen to.
Listen to whatever you say.
Do they understand human language?
They don't complain.
They don't complain.
Bullying any
हाँ
बोलेंगे नहीं तो
बोलेंगे ही नहीं.
and always a one-way communication.
One way communication. So in one sense you feel like you are in control with that dog, right? And always the dogs and cats and others pet animals, they're always grateful because you give them something, right? You give them something. You don't give them 3 days and see what happens, right? You give them something, they definitely wave their tail, come and lick you and everything, right? What is the big deal? But the big deal is to how to have those similar exchanges with the human beings, which is very, very difficult nowadays. That is why they said, I don't want to get married, I better have a pet. So these are the real problems. And the real solution is only one thing, is everyone is looking for love but in the wrong place. Because no human being can satisfy you, no pet can satisfy you. No way. Only Krishna can satisfy you. Only Krishna can give you that loving reciprocation. And that is where you have to endeavor for it. And that is why it is not cheap. It is not cheap. Kohinoor diamond you cannot go and buy just like that. It is not cheap. It is much, much more valuable than the Kohinoor diamond. You need to earn that. And how do you earn that? As Krishna is saying, Srila Prabhupada is saying very beautifully. Prabhupada is saying in the purport, knowledge that one is one in quality, yet different in quantity, is correct transcendental knowledge, leading one to become full in himself, having nothing to aspire or lament over. There is no duality in his mind, because whatever he does for Krishna. Whatever he does for Krishna. So even if he gets married for Krishna, why? Because the person whom I'm going to get married with, we together will serve Krishna. They have beautiful children. Why? Because these children we will engage in Krishna's service. They will have a big business. Why big business? So that we can serve better and better to Krishna and his devotees. So your activities do not stop. Please try to understand. And that is where the biggest mistake everyone does. And that is why Arjun is asking this most important question. That should I renounce the work itself or should I work in devotion? And believe me, when you start working for Krishna, it is amazing. Because whatever Krishna wants to give, you'll be happy with that. It is not easy, as I said. You have to earn your thing. It may take many, many lifetimes. बहुत सारे जीवन निकल जाएंगे इस स्थिति पे पहुंचने, बट इट इज वर्थ इट, क्योंकि एक ना एक दिन तो ये करना ही है. क्योंकि ओनली कृष्ण के वी आर आनंदमय अभ्यासात. द स्पिरिट सोल इज लुकिंग फॉर दैट लव. You will go on from one insect to another insect to a dog or a fish or whatever it is, or a human being multiple times. But you have to take birth and die and acquire this body unless and until you develop that love for Krishna. And when you develop that love for Krishna, you go back home, back to Godhead in Golok Vrindavan, and that is where you have an eternal exchanges with Krishna in your original Swarupa. That is what this moksha is all about. And that is why all these yogis and all these bhaktas and everyone, what they do is they do so much of tapasya, they do so much of bhakti. So don't get discouraged. वो नरसिंह मेहता कर सकते हैं, तुकाराम जी कर सकते हैं, all these शंकराचार्य कर सकते हैं, माधवाचार्य कर सकते हैं, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? No. We all have same potential. Same potential to love God. The only thing is we have to desire. We just say that, oh my Lord, I want to love you. And you will see wonders happening in your life. And how do you express your love? We all know in relationship, right? You can't just keep on saying, I love you, and you don't do anything. Birthday भी याद नहीं रखते हो, anniversary भी याद नहीं रखते हो, और फिर किधर से आके बोलते हो I love you. What kind of love is this? You do not even know today which is my favorite dish. And you are saying, I love you. What kind of love is this? You don't do anything for me. Then that's not love. It's just a lip service. When we love Krishna, we try to do something for him, right? When we love somebody, we do something for that person, isn't it? So similarly, when we love Krishna, we try to do something. We try to chant his name because Krishna loves to hear his names. Why? कभी कभी आपको लगता नहीं कि ये कितना एरोगेंट गॉड है कृष्ण, है ना, अपना नाम खुद बुलवाता है हमसे, क्या मजा आता है उसको, isn't it? But he's the most loving God. He knows that if you take the absolute name of his, you will develop love for him. देखो सारे बॉलीवुड के प्रेम के गाने सुन लो आप, क्या है वो? न नींद आती है, न चैन आता है, तुम्हारी सिर्फ याद आती है, right? What is this? It's actually love in a perverted way, isn't it? अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि मुझे कृष्ण से प्रेम है, तो आपको वही सेम चीज होना चाहिए. न नींद आती है, न चैन आता है, सिर्फ आपकी याद आती है कृष्णा. जब भी वो हो गया ना, then you are actually in love with Krishna. और वो कैसे आएगा? When you start hearing about him. Srimad Bhagavatam is full of descriptions of Krishna. When you start hearing about him, you will start loving him. And believe me, उसके बाद ना कुछ देखना है. We have seen people who are in love, they are oblivious. उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है क्या चल रहा है पूरी दुनिया में. They are just absorbed in each other. Right? But the EMI wakes them up. Right? The electricity bill wakes them up. The job notice wakes them up. Right? But when you are in love with Krishna, nothing can wake you up. You can just be completely absorbed. Completely absorbed. Right? So that is what Srila Prabhupada is saying. That try and make this baby steps. You know what are the baby steps? As I said, just chant the holy name every day. Do minimum one round. What it takes? Nothing. And Krishna loves to hear his holy name, and Krishna has incarnated himself into the holy names. It is said in Kali Yuga, there is no difference between the Krishna and his holy names. पर हमको विश्वास नहीं है, इसके लिए हम वो देख नहीं पा रहे हैं. जिस दिन वो विश्वास हो गया ना, तभी आपको भगवान के नाम में दिख जाएंगे. So it is very, very important that we chant the holy name. And slowly but surely the love will develop. Offer something to the Lord every day. कुछ ना कुछ भगवान को भोग लगाइए, जो भी आपको पसंद है. भगवान डिमांड नहीं करते कि मुझे ये सब्जी चाहिए. बच्चे डिमांड करते हैं, पर भगवान डिमांड नहीं करता है पिज्जा ही चाहिए, पास्ता ही चाहिए. कुछ भी प्रेम से बनाया. कृष्ण सेज इन भगवद गीता, इट विल कम पत्रम पुष्पम फलम तोयम. Even if you offer a leaf, even if you offer a fruit, even if you offer a flower, even if you offer a water with love, I will accept it. I don't need anything else. Just offer any of these things that anybody can give. It's not the rich person only can give water, right? Anybody can give water to Krishna. Just offer it with love. That is what he's saying. Just offer it with love. Can we not do that? We can. Just by doing that, we all can revive our lost love with Krishna. Okay? We'll go to the next verse. Verse number 4. You can repeat after me. So you can open up in the mobile as well. Sankhya Yogo Prathak Bala
Sankhya Yogo Prathak Bala
Pravadanti na pandita
Pravadanti na pandita
Ekam pyastita samyak
Ekam pyasti satyamya
Ubayor vindate phalam. Only the ignorant speak of devotional service, Karma Yoga, as being different from the analytical study of the material world, Sankhya. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the result of both.
The aim of analytical study of material world is to find the soul of existence. The soul of material world is Vishnu or the super soul. Devotional service to the Lord entails service to the super soul. One process is to find the root of the tree, and other is to water the root. The real student of Samkhya philosophy finds the root of material world, Vishnu, and then, in the perfect knowledge, engages himself in the service of the Lord. Therefore, in essence, there is no difference between the two, because the aim of both is Vishnu. Those who do not know the ultimate end say that the purpose of Yamka and Karma Yoga are not the same. But one who is learned knows the unifying aim in these different processes.
Okay, thank you. I think one point we missed in the previous plot, so we'll take that first and we'll come back to this purport again. So, third verse mein, Srila Prabhupada is saying one very important point that I want to clarify here and help you all understand. And first of all, I want you to tell me what did you understand from this, okay? He knows fully well that Krishna is the whole and he is part and parcel of Krishna. Such knowledge is perfect because it is quantitatively and qualitatively correct. The concept of oneness with Krishna is incorrect because a part cannot be equal to the whole. Knowledge that one is one in quality yet different in quantity is correct transcendental knowledge. So what Prabhupada is trying to say here that we are part and parcel of Krishna, right? We are not one with Krishna. What does that mean? We are not one with Krishna.
They are not same as Krishna.
Exactly. So there are many people whom you come across with. आप कई लोगों को मिलोगे, वो आपको क्या बताएंगे? ये प्रैक्टिस करो, ये साधना करो, तो क्या होगा? आपको समझ में आ जाए कि आप ही भगवान हो. You yourself is God. There are so many philosophies like that, which is absolutely wrong. A part cannot become the whole. That is what Srila Prabhupada is explaining here. A part remains a part. So, amazingly, Srila Prabhupada explains that if you water the root, everyone else gets satisfied. What is the root of the tree, right? You water it, you don't have to water the leaf separately, you don't have to water the branch separately, you don't have to water the twig separately. Everyone in that part of the tree gets satisfied. Similarly, if you please Krishna, everyone else gets satisfied automatically. Another example that Srila Prabhupada gives is a stomach. You give food to the stomach and all your body parts gets energized automatically. If hand thinks, अरे बाबा मैं इतना मेहनत किया, अभी रसगुल्ला मैं ही खा लूंगा, तो क्या होगा? ऐसे कितना भी करेगा, he cannot enjoy. The only way the hand gets nourished is by putting the rasgulla in the mouth and giving it to the stomach. Similarly, if you serve Krishna, you will be completely satisfied. But if you try to serve others or serve yourself, you will always be dissatisfied. And you cannot become one with Krishna. You will always be separate from Krishna, but you can have your relationship with Krishna. You cannot become Krishna. Okay, that is very, very important. So that is what Prabhupada is trying to explain. Now, in this particular verse, verse number 4, what Krishna is saying, only an ignorant can speak of devotional service. That's what two paths we are talking about, right? Sankhya Yoga and Karma Yoga. As two different paths, only a ignorant person can think like that. But an intelligent person, जो ज्ञानी है, वो क्या समझता है कि ये दोनों पाथ जो है वो अल्टीमेटली सेम ही रिजल्ट देने वाले हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि दोनों का जो मर्म है, दोनों का जो सारांश है, वो क्या है? विष्णु. Right? Ultimately, you will achieve God with this. Right? So, इसीलिए these two paths have a different direction, a different way of operating, but ultimately it brings you to the same Vishnu. आप लोगों ने विष्णु का ये पिक्चर देखा है? The amazing famous picture of lying on the bed of Anantashesh? हाँ नहीं देखे आपने? Is actually when Vishnu is lying down. See, sometimes it is also important to understand who God is, right? Now the God is lying down on this bed of snake, first of all, right? And you can imagine the size of the snake and the size of the Vishnu is what is happening while he's sleeping. He is not snoring. while he's sleeping, उनके जो body pores रहते हैं, आपको जो पसीना निकलता है, have you ever wondered कि पसीना कहाँ से आ गया? अगर ये इधर कुछ होल है क्या? नहीं दिखता है ना? तो पानी कहाँ से निकल गया? There are actually holes in your body. उसमें से पानी आ रहा है, right? So it's called pores. वो जो pores है अपने body में, उसमें से क्या होता है? The universes come out. Universes. So you can imagine the size of Vishnu. And you can imagine the size of the snake on which he is sleeping. अभी ये चीज कभी हो रहा है जब वो सो रहे हैं तभी. हाँ? So you can imagine how God is so great. And many times what we say, अरे ये सब कैसे possible है यार? ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? And there are even universes on the hood of the snake. So can you imagine the size of the snake? वो एक एनाकोंडा का आ गया तो हमको लगता है कि इतना बड़ा snake कैसे हो सकता है यार? Here we are talking about the snake hood which can hold the universe. तो हम बोलेंगे ये सब क्या है? मिथ है. ये सब कहानियां हैं. बच्चों को बताने के लिए अच्छा है. हमको मत बताओ ये सब चीजें. बच्चों को बताओ. उनको मजा आता है ये सब सुन के. अरे इतना बड़ा स्नेक, मजा आ गया. अरे एक ऐसा व्यक्ति है जिसके शरीर में से यूनिवर्सेस बाहर आ गया. अरे मजा आ गया. सब लोग ताली बजा रहे. वाह वाह वाह, बहुत बढ़िया. Isn't it? So we feel this is all allegorical. It is all symbolical. No. If God is like you and me, then what is the value of being a God, यार? So हम लोग क्या करते हैं? भगवान को अपने कॉन्सेप्ट में सोचने की देखते हैं. Whatever I conceive is a definition of God. That is ridiculous. Exactly. हाँ? जैसे अभी ये फ्रॉग इन द वेल की बात कर रहे हैं. अगर एक मेढक जो है वो पैसिफिक ओशन से आ गया अपने दोस्त को मिलने के लिए जो एक छोटे से वेल में रहता था, तो उसको पूछता है कि भाई पैसिफिक ओशन कितना बड़ा है? ये मेरा जो कुआं है उतना बड़ा है? बोलते हैं नहीं, इससे बहुत बड़ा है. दुगना, तिगना, 4 गुना, 10 गुना, 100 गुना. अरे बोलते हैं बहुत बड़ा है भाई, मैं कैसे बताऊं तेरे को? ऐसा बड़ा बड़ा कर देगा तो उसका पेट फट गया बेचारे का. So you cannot imagine. Can you imagine somebody who stayed the entire life, जिसने पूरी जिंदगी एक कुएं में निकाल दी है, उसको तुम ओशन कैसे एक्सप्लेन कर पाओगे? बताओ. You cannot. It's an unlimited, right? That is how the Lord is. That is how the Lord is, unlimited. तो इसीलिए हम जब भगवान की भक्ति करते हैं तो धीरे 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 अपने को सब रियलाइजेशन आता है कि वाओ, सच एन अमेजिंग. विष्णु जी कैसा है, बहुत सुंदर है. कभी कभी लोग इतना बड़े होते हैं तो सुंदर नहीं होते, बट विष्णु को पता है इतने सुंदर है. यू शुड गो एंड विजिट. इतना आपको इतने दिखते नहीं है, बट देयर आर फोटोग्राफ्स ऑफ अनंत पद्मनाभ जी. इनका इट इज सो ब्यूटीफुल. It's actually the same pose of Vishnu lying down on the bed of snake. So many a times what we do, just because it doesn't fit in my brain, I completely reject it. That is your problem. Why can't you just give a benefit of doubt? Yeah, that could be an existence. Let me experience it. Let me experience it. अभी गांव वालों को बोलोगे कि भाई मैं ऐसे मोबाइल से बात करता हूँ, तो अभी तो गांव में भी आ गया सब जगह पे. You can't give. I don't know what analogy we can give which nobody knows because of the so much of information explosion. Everyone knows everything practically, right? So it's quite amazing that how different things can happen. Abhi recently I think something is happening, na? Some external terrestrial object is like coming in our solar system. Yeah, and everyone is wondering what is that. some alien coming and all kinds of things is crazy. As I had shared something with Yash, that our whole system is 14 planetary system, जिसमें अर्थ जो है वो बीच में है, और वो जो है वो उसका पूरा जो यूनिवर्स है वो कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट है. उसके ऊपर देयर आर स्वर्गलोक, तपलोक. जो स्वर्गलोक कई बार आपको बोलते हैं कि नहीं, इट्स अ कॉन्सेप्ट. इट इज नॉट इट इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड. You can still live a heavenly life while in this body. Doesn't mean that heaven nahi hai. The matter of fact that you are saying heavenly experience, that means that thing has to exist somewhere. It cannot be absolutely imaginary. You understanding my point? हम लोग कभी कभी क्या करते हैं, कोई चीज अच्छी हो जाती है तो उसको हम, जिस चीज को हम पा नहीं सकते ना, उसको हम काल्पनिक बना देते हैं. कह रहे हैं हाँ वो ऐसे ही है, ठीक है, अच्छा लगता है ना, स्वर्गवास हो गया, चलो गए, हो गया. देयर इज एक्चुअली स्वर्ग है, उसके भी ऊपर के लोग हैं, स्वर्ग से भी तपलोक है, जनलोक है, बहुत कुछ है. अपने नीचे भी है, तलातल है, रसातल है. सो दिस होल क्रिएशन को ना कभी समझ नहीं पाएंगे हम. दैट इज व्हाट दिस वन ऑफ द सांख्य फिलोसफी इज ट्राइंग टू डू. विद दैट they will understand, by all this tark vitark and analytical study of entire material world, you come to the conclusion that the source of everything is Vishnu. And we do the same thing by performing devotional service. Bhakti karke also what we come to the conclusion, sarva karanam karanam is govindamadi purushottam aham bhajami. सब चीज के कारण कौन है? श्री कृष्ण है. Same conclusion. That is why Krishna is saying, and that is why Prabhupada is also saying in this purport, that everything, both the path will lead you to the same conclusion. But the most important thing is, bhakti is simple to understand. Whereas the analytical study, not everybody can do it. The small child cannot understand what is analytical studies, but a small child can chant the holy name as we discussed. Just like that.
When we said, when Prabhupada said that part cannot be whole, so part will also have intelligence of that part only.
Yes.
So how that part will understand through analytical also full.
Huh.
So why then Prabhupada is saying that even through that you can achieve Krishna?
Yes. So very good question. I hope everybody got the question. उनका क्वेश्चन ये है कि अगर मैं अंश हूं भगवान का, तो अंश को पूरे होल का ज्ञान कैसे हो सकता है? हाँ,
Because intelligence भी अंश माफक ही होगी.
एग्जैक्टली, उसकी इंटेलिजेंस भी उतनी रहेगी. जो मोस्ट अमेजिंग पार्ट ऑफ दैट इज, जो अंश को पता चलता है कि मैं एक अंश हूं. The knowledge that person gets is I am that part. And I am the part of that entire system of Krishna. That is what it is. Not that he has a. It is said that nobody can understand God.
Exactly.
Nobody can understand God. Agar if he can understand God, then he himself becomes a God. So nobody can understand the God. So what is being mentioned here through the Sankhya philosophy, you understand that you are the part and parcel of Krishna. And there is Krishna whom you are supposed to serve. So ultimately what will happen? The Jnani will also has to come to this devotion. That is what exactly happened with the four Kumaras. The four Kumaras has a completely analytical study and they were like, Jnanis. But when they reached and they smelled the aroma from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, they completely got attracted. What is this? That's what I started with. Everyone is looking for that love. Everyone is. बड़े से बड़ा ज्ञानी भी रहेगा ना, बड़े से बड़ा आइंस्टाइन भी रहेगा ना, he also, she needs love. Without that, it cannot happen. Without that, it cannot happen. And that is where the devotional service starts. Okay? So every time we really overboard. So today what we'll do, we'll end here. If there are any questions or comments we have, we'll take and we'll do one round which was not happening for quite some time. Okay? Because that's the most important aspect of devotional service. If you don't do chanting together in the association of the devotees, I think we are missing the point. Okay? So, किसी का कोई प्रश्न है, कोई टीका टिप्पणी है तो हम लोग डिस्कस कर सकते हैं before we chant.
One question.
Yes.
This differentiation of Sankhya Yoga versus Karma Yoga. But I feel Sankhya Yoga is the first step. Once you understand what is the root, once
Very good.
समझ आती है कि करना क्या है, फिर करना is your Karma Yoga. So step 1 identify, step 2 execute. So इसके chapter 2 chapter 3. तो
So, यश का क्वेश्चन ये है कि ये जो दो प्रोसेस है, बट ही फील्स कि ये जो दो प्रोसेस है वो अलग अलग नहीं हो सकते. पहले आपको सांख्य योग ही करना पड़ेगा, तभी जाके आप भक्ति कर पाओगे, क्योंकि आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा कि भगवान कौन है कि नहीं. वेरी वैलिड क्वेश्चन. सो व्हाट इज द आंसर टू दिस? बिकॉज यहाँ पे तो कृष्ण ने बोला है कि ये दो अलग अलग पाथ है, बट उसका कंक्लूजन सेम है, पाथ अलग अलग है. So what do you think? So ultimately, इसका process, now say there are so many people, right? If you go to the Brajbhumi Vrindavan, right? If you go, there is no analytical study. कृष्ण भगवान है, कृष्ण के बारे में ही उनका सब कुछ चलता है. There is nothing that you need to understand who Krishna is, right? So there is so much about the whole material universe. So basically, this Sankhya that we are talking about, right? It is actually understanding Krishna through materialistic analysis. What is meant by materialistic analysis? Material elements. So what they do is actually they go from source ke bhai, what is this all about? How this tree is coming into the existence? Why these mountains are there? So they go through all this study of all the material elements, and they finally come to the conclusion that the source of everything is Krishna. Whereas when you come to the bhakti, right, that means you are already knowing that the source of everything is Krishna.
So I think the difference is in bhakti, you are already in love with someone and hence you would know more about it. In Sankhya, you would end up reading thesis and maybe in the end you fall in love with it. So that is the difference. Then Vrindavan, the example that was giving, Brajvasi are already in love with Krishna, hence they keep hearing about Krishna. They are not concluded anything based on thesis. Whereas in Sankhya, it may happen that you take multiple births to come to that conclusion, because as we said.
So I'll explain with the another example. So let's say, for a lack of better person, we'll just use example of Mukesh Ambani. Okay, you love Mukesh Ambani because he has a lot of property, he has a lot of money, and things like that. Okay, and how you came to know about this is lot of analytical study and all those things you did to figure out who that person is. Okay, and you love him because of that. Okay, now there is another person, he loves him because he's Mukesh. He doesn't know whether this person has, like, so much of riches, so much of property and everything. He loves him because he's Mukesh. That is bhakti. So that is why it is said that when gopis love Krishna, right, even though Vishnu form comes in front of them, they do the namaskar and say, where is my Krishna? So that is a Aishwarya Bhav, where you see all these opulences of the Lord, right? Through this analytical study and everything, you come to know about, like, who Lord is. And that's why you love him. But you love Krishna because he's Krishna, that's it. You don't love him because he is the Sarva Karana Karana. Gopis don't talk about that. Gopis love Krishna just because he's Krishna. They have the knowledge, that is a separate understanding. So the difference between Bhakti Yoga and Sankhya Yoga, or the Jnana Marg, is that is why you see Kumbh Mela mein aap jaoge, you will find all kinds of people, right? People go and do a lot of tapasya in the Himalayas and everything. You read the Journey Home book of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, right? He had met so many yogis, and discussing about all kinds of things, right? People do all this tapasya, try to understand the Paramatma, try to understand what this Brahman is all about. Lot of things that they do, right? And if you read all the 4 Vedas, in fact, it says this physics and other things are nothing. The kind of knowledge that is given in 4 Vedas is so much, right? But ultimately, what is the essence of the Vedas? Is Krishna, right? That is where you go. But then there is a bhakti mark where you start directly chanting the holy names. You start directly offering the bhoga to the Krishna because you love him, or you want to love him at least. And why you want to love him? Because I love him. That's it. He's Krishna. He's so wonderful, right? So you also love him that Krishna is God. He is my father. He is my mother. That's why he said, Matru Deva Bhava, Pitru Deva Bhava, right? We love him because of his everything. But other people, even if you tell him that Krishna is like that, they don't accept it. If you ask them to sit down and chant, they will not chant like that. What they will do, they will go on studying all the different things. So you are understanding the point? That same point about that somebody tried to love Mukesh Bhai because he has all these other things. Because of his analytical study, he figured out all these qualities and everything. That's why he loves him. But the one person he loves him because he's Mukesh. So in both the cases, Bhagwan remains the Bhagwan. The God remains the God. But one understands the God through all his other, the circus that is happening around the whole the material world. That's why you see Jnanis are always trying to do all kinds of tark and vitark, and that's why they come into the conclusion many times. Wrong conclusion is, I am God. Right? Because I can merge with the God. So those things come because you are doing so much of analytical study of it. And that is why Srila Prabhupada was warning us that, if you go into that route, it becomes very difficult. But the conclusion of the both is the same. What is the conclusion of the both? It's Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And you ultimately love him. That is what it is. Okay? Even if you're still not satisfied, we'll discuss further. Okay? So we'll all chant together.